Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! So, I would like to first apologize for the inconsistent upload schedule lately. This playthrough just takes more work than I have time to work on it. Had I known I would be missing this many days, I might have posted that old Sonic Unleashed playthrough alongside this. Would have made for some decent filler content. I'm not gonna hold the workload against this game though. It's mainly a let's playing thing, and I am pretty invested in this game. With that said, when we last left off, we had a pretty fruitful visit to the space station, although I'm not entirely sure how much of it will be helpful for the mystery that we're trying to solve. With that in mind, I now finally know how I want to proceed through Wednesday, and it does not involve going to the space station. There is a lot that I want to take care of on this day, and the space station takes a while. I checked, and I can save it for tomorrow, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to save it for Thursday. Now, before I get going here, I want to show a little discovery that I made here at the bank. Because if we come here early enough in the morning, you are on the main floor of the Bank of Moontropolis. Crisp's Manhaven stands, ever sweating in an exceptionally long queue. So apparently, this guy is here in the morning. Sorry, sir, I don't have time to talk right now. I'm doing some very important financial business. And that's all that is. We could probably have more of a discussion with him had we already met him and talked to him about lunchboxes. But I haven't done that yet, so, just FYI, Crisp Manhaven is at the bank early in the morning. Alright, get back to the save file that I really want here. This save file is right after acquiring the 5,000 currency from Dex Beagler's bank account. From here, we're going to go to the police HQ. I'm going to talk to Officer Gorb about Dex Beagler, working with him, and this is how we learn about her giving Dex Beagler coffee. From there, we're going to go to the bullpen. I have the money now, so we can take care of the situation with Chlorback III. To recap, Chlorback III is almost ready to give Sergeant Squidley a whole crap ton of money, but we need to send Chlorback III 1,000 currency for a taxi ride. And I'm pretty sure accidentally choosing Flinter takes up some time, so I'll just reload my save and try that again, but better. Alright, choosing mail. Final steps, and we're going to go ahead and send you the 1,000 currency. Dear Chlorback, I have transferred you the taxi fare and look forward to seeing you soon. I must warn you that I am in the process of conducting a murder investigation, so may not be at the house when you arrive. The key is under the mat. Help yourself to any snacks, your friend Squidley. This might not end well. From there, we're going to head to Squidley's apartment. Going to go ahead and change into the lab outfits so we can get back into the research station. And while here, I'm also going to go ahead and check the post boxes to retrieve the 100 currency from Squidley's post box, along with the letter from the bank about a pre-approved loan. Incidentally, checking each letter takes 5 minutes, I notice. Along with that, I'm going to go ahead and show you a clip that I have already recorded. Prior to finding out how to enter the space station, I decided to find out what happens when you try to steal someone else's mail. This mail box looks ripe for the picking. Dang, it's locked. Well, we've been penalized in strength, so probably not actually going to get around to doing that while we're tired. So we'll go ahead and use the caffeine tablets right now. I don't know whether this is really where I want to use them, but I'm curious what happens if we actually try stealing from the post boxes. Are we still being penalized? Why are we still being penalized? Oh wait, no, there it goes. It just took a moment to update. Now, hypothetically, orange strength, that should cover a range of 3 to 5, so I should have a chance at actually being able to do this. But so far on this adventure, anytime I'm at the bare minimum of a range, it never rolls the bare minimum of the range. It's always going to be 4 or 5. Attempt 5. Attempt 6. Oh, hey! It is possible! Cinema Pass. Cool! All the free movies I can watch. That mailbox belongs to Reina? Cinema Pass, stolen from your neighbor's mail, entitles one person to unlimited free movies at the Gigantoplex. What is that expiration date? 3013. Are there 13 months? Or 30 months here on the moon? I'm betting that we can actually give that as a gift to Officer Gorb. I don't know how she would feel about someone's name being on it, but out of curiosity. Give a gift? No, never mind. We cannot give that card as a gift. Dang, what are those 4 other items? Either way, I don't think it's worth the effort to steal that thing. Okay, from here, we're gonna head downtown. We're gonna head into a discount clothing emporium and tell Doreen Beagler not to go kill Mama Zod. I imagine that if we allowed her to do this, or if we just never saw her here, she would run off and kill Big Mama Zod, or fail. Either way, it would be bad news bears. We're also going to go ahead and get interviewed by Pippi Freeb, supporting Mayor Formaggio. Then, going into the coffee shop, we're going to buy a coffee and a donut, including for Milton. That'll recover our dangerously low hunger. Then we'll talk to... And I was button mashing again. Hold on a sec. Hang on it. Part of it isn't that I'm button mashing, more that I'm pressing the button to get through the text after it's already finished, and as a result, choose the top option. Also, Tony Fort Myers was here. He left. Not important. What is important? Asking Sal about these last 2 questions here. Okay, in the research lab, I have placed the Sprockety Doodad back into the reactor. Not a difficult task, even with the stat penalty I've got right now. And I have also set the dials on the reactor, just in case all this I can't do on Thursday. We're also going to go ahead and head into Werner Station and return the Therium. And I have learned that doing this, when we become friends with Werner Strappel as a result, we get a different response to this question right here. What's it like working for Dr. Speckle? Squidley, mein Freund, I feel I can speak with you frankly. I'm in love with Dr. Speckle. Her cobalt hair, her scientific mind, her strong resolve. I know. It is most unprofessional of me. I've written her poems about my feelings, but she remains oblivious. Tell me, what should I do? Tell her how you feel. Just be straightforward. Yeah, you are correct, of course. I will do that. Maybe next week. As far as I can tell, he does not immediately go to Dr. Speckle about that. So we're just going to go ahead and make our way out of here. Okay, 16 o'clock, and we're going to go ahead and return Milton home. Hypothetically, he'll be slightly more happier because he got a donut, but it won't have made enough of a difference. After that, we're going uptown, where I'm going to do some more saxophone busking. And I am, of course, going to save Scum in the hopes that I get somewhere over 200 currency for each busk. That is not over 200 currency. And by the way, as far as I can tell, you do not get penalized for your busking whenever you're hungry or tired. That is just for your main stats. 285. I'll exit and save and make another go at it. Despite how late it seems to be getting, it's actually pretty late whenever the crowd starts dispersing too much and you can't get enough of a tip. 258, that's acceptable. I guess I'll accept 245. That puts me comfortably back over 5,000 currency. And now comes another segment that I have previously recorded before finding out about the space station, and likewise before withdrawing the 5,000 currency. And we are going to date Dusty Borgalak. See if that is any bit helpful with this situation of solving the mystery. How about dustying off your best outfit and going on a date with me? Sure, I'll come, but if this is a sting operation, you have to tell me. Perfect. Now to choose a venue. We are going to Luigi's Venusian Bistro, because the chief will be there at this time. We'll see if this results in anything. Squidley? Who's the little guy? He with you? What? Oh, Milton, yeah. He's my son. Sorry, I have him this week. He'll stay out of the way. Awkward as me, is it with you? Fine, but I don't trust him. If I got a whiff of a hint that he's with the feds, I'm out of here. He's a kid. Jeez, why did you pick this place? It's so... classy? Elitist. These are the rich and powerful, Squidley. The overlords that run the city. I thought you would appreciate having an inside look at this place and all the people that you want to get the scoop on. Or something like that. Do you know what they'd do if they knew a free thinker like me was here among them? Alright, well this is, maybe we should order something. You think I'm crazy, don't you? Well, who do you think is really in charge of this city? Lizards? I'm tempted to answer that, but, let's actually say Vortex Inc. Vortex Inc., maybe? Stefan Vortex is a pretty influential guy. Influential? He owns this city. What company made your phone, your computer, your car? Vortex. We're all just puppets dancing to his tune, and it goes beyond tech too. He owns the hospitals, The police? But I'm the police. Well, not you, probably. You're just some kind of stooge. It's got me thinking, though, about your job. Why did you become a cop in the first place? Okay, well, slightly different answers here. We could say that it sounded fun. Or we could say to bring them down from the inside? Sure, we'll play along with Dusty's interests. I actually wanted to bring them down from the inside. And if you'd seen my police work, you'd know I'm doing a pretty good job of it. Excellent work, Sergeant. I could use a friend on the inside. Good evening, Signorina. Can I please take your order? Yes, let's eat. Am I also going to have to pay for a third pizza because Milton is here? Well, that was delicious. What did you think, Dusty? I guess it was okay. And now, the bill. No crap. I don't even have enough for splitting the bill this time. But I don't have that kind of money. Would money get in this? Of course! Breaking stereotypes like this is bound to set the heads of our overlords spinning. I don't think I can give a gift. I wouldn't know which thing to give as a gift. Cologne, Crooner CD, watch, makeup, shampoo, nah. Listen, Squidley, it's not that I didn't have a good time, and I'm almost completely sure you weren't sent to spy on me. But I think we should just keep things professional, okay? Okay, sure. Strictly professional. Sniff. Alright, that didn't really accomplish anything. Also, waiting until 21 o'clock did not do anything in regards to the chief. Thinking on it, though, when I eventually date Mona, maybe she would be okay with going to Luigi's. I want a little bit of extra money by then, but let's see what it's like to take someone to Krusty Donut Cafe. Everyone loves donuts after all. Indeed, I used to make donuts. It was the best job I ever had. Wow, Squidley! As dates go, I have to say I'm impressed. Did you know I love this place? Call it a hunch, I guess. Just one question. What's with a kid? Fine, but I don't trust him. So, how about some coffee and donuts? Sure, who's buying? We could use the card. Although, she actually liked the idea of her paying it. So let's go ahead and say that. You're buying, of course. You bet I am. I couldn't trust a sugary snack somebody else paid for. Well, enjoy. And that's why the secret government denies the existence of the sewer people. What? I see. You think I'm crazy, don't you? Why do you think is in charge of the city? I'm going to reload my save after this, regardless, so... Lizards? What? Actually, that does make a kind of sense. Squidley, you're a genius! The suits and corporations couldn't have taken control of the city on their own, not with current tech. So they must have made an outside alliance with some advanced race. Maybe these lizards? Yes, it fits! I really feel we're close to cracking this, but keep your mouth shut at work. The last thing we want is the cops knowing we're onto them. And then comes this question. Again, gonna reload my save. It sounded fun. I don't know. It sounded kind of fun. Like in the movies. Really? It's fun to be an agent of oppression suckling at the teat of our corporate overlords? Well, not when you phrase it like that. Let's give her a watch. I brought you a present. Thanks for thinking of me, but I have my internal clock trained to a T. A watch will slow me down. And then disappointments. But I am really curious if the lizard thing is... Hey, Mona! How things? Squidley! Milton! There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Squidley, do you know what time it is? You were supposed to have Milton home for 8 o'clock. Oops. I guess in all the fun, this time kind of got away from us. Well... Look, I'm glad you were having so much fun. Just please try to be aware of the time. I was worried sick. Now come on, Milton. Let's go home. How was your day? Don't want to talk about it. And that's that. Why didn't you come looking for him after the first date with Dusti? Was it because the date ended after midnight? Therefore, it's early in the next day, technically, and therefore we're not late? Did your score counter essentially loop to 0? Anyway, as I was saying, let's find out whether the notes mention the possibility of lizard people. Which would be interesting if that was actually the situation. I mean, on the top left of the house highlighted to the left, where there's green trees and a couple of cars, for some reason I see a lizard wearing a lab coat. Or maybe a frog. And a tie. Nope, nothing about any lizard people, though we do now know that she loves donuts. And we're going to unknow that as soon as I reload my save. Though out of curiosity, I have come back to the sanitation department. Squidley, my partner in crime. Great to see you. Why did you label Beagler corrupt? On that photo? Well, okay. This one is going deep. I didn't want to say until I trusted you. Do you know Stefan Vortex? The billionaire inventor? The most powerful man in Moontropolis. Even the mayor bows to his command. Well, I discovered he and Dex Beagler were in cahoots. Seriously, in the weeks before he died, Dex was visiting Vortex's space station regularly. And if that wasn't suspicious enough, he was also taking trips to Dr. Raina Speckle's research lab in town. He was even answering to a fake name, Gary Groverson or something. Rumor is, Speckle was working on some tech that would blow Vortex out of the water. What does this mean? Well, I think Beagler was taking bribes from Vortex to spy on Speckle. All to keep Stefan Vortex on the top of the pile. Listen, I know it sounds crazy. It's not. It's actually true. It doesn't sound crazy at all. In fact, it makes a lot of sense. Glad I can count on you. I don't know if that's really going to be useful information, considering we've already been discovering it the long way. Why did you answer this question, by the way? We became friends and you gave me the key. Would you have been able to answer this question then? Or is this the result of the date? I'm going to assume when you gave us the key and later when we saw the photo, because the date didn't exactly go well. Have I been near where Dex Beagler died? Route never did that. I'm not aware where he was found. Our work takes me all over the city. Alright, well, we're not getting the answer to that. That doesn't add anything to Dusty's information. And of course, we already knew that Dex was working for Vortex. So as I said, just going to reload my save, because that doesn't seem to accomplish anything. I don't think she's responsible for the poison, by the way. I mean, technically she did have the key for the evidence room, but I definitely do not think it's her. She probably thinks she's the murderer because she ran over Dex, but that was after he was already dead, and someone else killed him and left him there, where Dusty happened to accidentally run over his already dead body. Okay, so back to the current point in time. I wanted to find out what'll happen if we actually have a good date with Dusty. So first off, we don't have Milton, of course. I already dropped him off. I purposely chose to let her pay since she seems to like that. This outfit I'm wearing does not bother her. I made the lizard suggestion that she loves and said that I want to bring down the system from the inside. As a result, I've had a really great time, Squidley. Really great. Call me again soon, okay? But keep it brief. We don't know who could be listening after all. And just in time for exhaustion to hit. Bummer. Well, what I was hoping to find out was if Dusty would drop her keys and we would find out where Dusty lives, go to her apartment. I mean, never mind the fact that we already stole her keys. I just wouldn't mind knowing if she lived somewhere specific we can go. But we now know that Dusty Borgulak loves donuts, which I suppose would put her at the coffee shop. I suppose it's entirely possible that she put the poison into the coffee when nobody was looking. I suppose I could ask Sal about that real quick. Check to see if Sal even has a response to that. Probably not, though. Nope, nothing about that. So that's a detail that I'm guessing we're not going to be able to investigate further. So I won't. I'm going to go ahead and instead load back to where we last left off. And I will meet you next time when we last left off.